Let me share a personal experience. I was let go after just a week at one company. It was a shock, but it led me to question these very issues and find new perspectives. Let's discuss these topics. What are the real reasons behind sudden firings? What should you do if you get fired after just a few weeks? What is the true nature of the employer-employee relationship? How can personal growth stem from being fired?
My boss of 2.5 years just told me I'm fired. She told me not to come back. I'm leaving. I'm getting my stuff.
That's not what I said.
What'd you say then, Becky? What'd you say?
I said we can't take shots on our lunch break.
Same thing. Same thing.
It's not clear what exactly this woman is upset about. Clearly, she's in the wrong. She's just breaking work rules and then being surprised. In such cases, her dismissal seems like a reasonable decision from management. An employee who disrespects and ignores basic rules might raise doubts about their overall competence. I definitely wouldn't want such a stubborn employee in my company. I think many would agree with me, right? By the way, if you enjoy these real talk sessions and want to stay updated, you might want to keep an eye on this channel. We dive into these topics regularly, and I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Guys, I just got fired, basically. It's a long story. I've been working here for 8 weeks in this company, and I got fired. So, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I actually don't even know what to say right now.
Yes, this is how life goes. 8 weeks is about the typical probation period, and it's not clear what she expected. She appears completely emotionless and seems more helpless than someone to feel sorry for. If you're an incompetent employee, whether you're a woman or a man, the company will easily find a replacement. She should have put in more effort at work to be properly appreciated by her superiors. After all, we don't know the full details, or why exactly she was fired. So sorry, but no one will pay for pretty eyes at work. You need to work, grow, and show your abilities. She shouldn't dwell too much on this setback, as there are many opportunities out there, and with some effort, she's bound to find a good job.
I busted my ass and I was just laid off. These companies do not care about us. They want us to give us a 2-week notice, but yet can just fire us and ruin our lives on the spot any day that they choose. I have a 2-year-old son, no savings, which is my fault, and it doesn't fucking matter. So now I have to go back on the job hunt, and I have to get a work from home job because I have a 2-year-old that I have to take care of. Can't afford daycare. Rent is $2,500 where I live. Now I gotta find out how to pay off my lease early, because there's no way that we could afford to live here. I don't even have a computer. They just locked me out of my computer. You know, I really thought that the culture at my job was great, the best that it's ever been. And for them to just lay me off, not even based off of performance, because my manager just shouted me out today, saying I'm doing a great job, and then fired me.
Businesses exist to make money for their shareholders, not to care for the personal needs of their employees. Your job is simply the exchange of your time and skills for a salary, and it is foolish to expect any special treatment. If you think dedication should earn you special treatment, you're mistaken. Therefore, once your job becomes more than what the company requires, you will likely lose that job. It is essential to prioritize yourself and your values above your career. Just meet the expectations set for you. No more, no less, and success will follow.
So last night at like 10 o'clock, I got a calendar invite from the COO of my company with just me, the CEO, and him copied on it. So a 3-person meeting. I have no idea what this is about. My first suspicion is that I'm getting fired. I don't know, but I haven't had any warnings before about my performance or anything. So it's just really odd to get a calendar invite out of the blue from the CEO and COO for the following morning. I'm about to join this Zoom meeting and I'm gonna film. Joining. And it's only 15 minutes long. Hello.
Hey, Grace.
Hi, how are you guys? Gotcha. Well, honestly, I really enjoyed my time working with you guys. You all have been awesome to work with, I think, the past 9 months. Yeah, just overall really grateful for this experience and wish you guys the best. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Guess I'm a full-time influencer now.
She's confident in her job, but suddenly she gets fired. Shocked. She wonders what went wrong. Maybe she was often late, missed deadlines, gossiped, and spent too much time on social media. Clear reasons for getting fired. Instead of acknowledging her mistakes, she plays the victim. It's not just about showing up for work, but how you do it. A negative attitude, poor teamwork, and lack of initiative can lead to being fired. It's easy to blame others, but it's important to own up to your mistakes and adapt to changes. Being fired can be a signal for personal growth.
I got fired from a job that I burned myself out for, and my biggest fear was getting fired. I was doing everything to avoid the exact thing that happened because I forgot that it was a transactional relationship. They didn't owe me anything beyond my pay, and I agreed to that. Yet somehow I lost sight of that along the way. They didn't say, hey, we guarantee you a job if you become an unrecognizable version of yourself and skip sleep and exercise and think about work 24/7. They didn't promise me a forever if I put work above relationships. I wasn't required to miss out on the moments that matter most in my life to secure a spot at the company. They didn't have to keep me. They never did. I was so mad, like, how could they have done this to me after I've done so much for them? But the joke was on me. I thought that if I gave 110% every single day of my life that they should too, but that just was never a part of the agreement. Are you losing yourself to a job that'll never give you half the amount that you're giving them? Because that sounds like a pretty shitty deal.
I'm a bit surprised when people throw themselves entirely into their work, forgetting everything else, and then blame the job for all their problems when they lose it. Doesn't this feel like a romance with the job? I gave you the best years of my life, and you left me. Does that ring a bell? You just go to work, do it well, and get paid. That's it. I think she's at fault for making her career the center of her life, trying to be strong and independent just like the current trends and feminism dictate. And as we see, women are still unhappy. Maybe the company's management started to notice her as a workaholic who saw herself as irreplaceable, and they didn't like it. Anyway, it's odd that she's just going online to complain, as there's always a reason for dismissal, but we weren't told about it.